Good Friday morning to you, Trinidad and Tobago. My name is Sweeney Gray. I'm sitting in for Jason Williams, and this is the Morning Brew right here on CNC3. Thank you so much for joining us. You do this every Monday to Friday for 2 hours with us, and I'm so glad that you're here this Friday morning as we get ready to start your weekend during the busiest and best season of the year as far as I'm concerned, Carnival, and this 2023 is the mother of all carnivals. So let's start with a look at the Guardian newspaper. And since we're talking about the mother of all carnivals, let's talk about the mother of all competitions. Well, maybe not the mother because she's just been cancelled. The 2023 Soca Monarch competition has been cancelled. As you can guess, it has to do with finances. The promoters said they needed 10 million from the government to help put on the show. The government was, I think, only able to offer 3, and for that reason, finances, the show could not go on. The promoter says a lack of funding killed plans. Now, our Samson Nanton got an interview with the Culture Minister Randall Mitchell last evening. This story came in pretty late, like during the newscast, so we weren't able to get it on television, but Samson got that exclusive interview with the minister, and he gave him all the details. That's on page 5 of your Trinidad and Tobago Guardian. And that became our top story because y'all are going to be talking about this for the entire day. And of course, we're going to have to be following up as to why the promoters could not put on this show without significant financial backing from the government. What was supposed to be our lead is the president-elect, Christine Kangaloo, who is urging citizens to give her a chance. Kangaloo, in that article, is going to acknowledge that, you know, she was a member of the People's National Movement, but hasn't been a practicing member for the last 7 years. So she says in office, she's going to be professional, and more importantly, she's going to be apolitical. So that is a very interesting piece. It's a first in-depth piece with Kangaloo as president. Of course, she's going to address that unfortunate incident with her name. She said, listen, I've had this name my entire life. I've heard it all, and she's absolutely unfazed. So let's take a quick look at our back page. Right, so we're heading over to sports, and the major story there on page 46 is our star batsman Brian Lara is going to become a mentor to all of the West Indies cricket teams. He's definitely going to be talking to them about developing the winner's mindset. West Indies and TNT batting legend has been appointed as a performance mentor for all teams across Cricket West Indies, including its academy program. So Brian Lara is 53, and he has over 11,000 test runs, which is just mind-boggling, 10,000 ODI runs, and has been assisting the West Indies in various aspects of rebuilding the sport that holds pride among all Caribbean people. I mean, I have family members that are really very much into cricket, regardless of what West Indies is actually doing. That story is on page 46. Of course, there's going to be, if you look at page 46, immigration woes, hit the rugby teams ahead of the Commonwealth Games. You know, we're going to be hosting the youth games in a little bit, and you know, really good sports coverage as per usual from our team here at Guardian Media. Let's take a quick look at the news in brief. We're not going to get over Soca Monarch anytime soon, so you know, like I said, that is our lead story, page 5. Samson has all the details, but you know what's another big story that we are covering for you? $300,000 is missing from the Superior Regional Corporation. So they discovered quite a few fraudulent checks had been negotiated last year. And in doing their back checks, they realized there's this huge shortfall. So they will be going to the fraud squad. The police are definitely going to be involved in investigating where those monies went. And I'm hoping, or I'm sure they're hoping, to get quite a bit, if not all of those funds recovered as soon as possible. Also, in terms of international news in brief, Donald Trump, the former U.S. president, has been a controversial figure online. He recently was unbanned on Twitter. He is now allowed back on Facebook after being banned for 2 years. So that's going to be interesting because, of course, internationally, Facebook and a lot of social media sites have gotten into a lot of trouble for promoting false news. Unfortunately, the U.S. president has one sure reputation, and that is for perpetuating and sharing false news. So it will be interesting to see how social media is going to manage, those social media sites are going to manage his return to those platforms. Some of the big concerts that are happening, we have Soca for Her is on February 3rd at the Queen's Park Savannah from 9 p.m. Details on page 22. If you are a Renegades fan, last night was probably a very big deal to you because Charlotte Street between, I think, Oxford and I can't remember, has been turned into Renegades Way. So that was a huge ceremony. That is the big photo that you're seeing there from Kerwin Pear on page 3. So Renegades is one of the, top bands for Panorama. I'm seeing Colin Graves and, the Energy Minister, and of course the Port of Spain Mayor Joel Martinez, proudly under the new Renegades Way sign there on our front page. The opinion is from Senator Dr. Varma Diyal Singh, one of my favorite people to talk to. The doomsday clock is now 90 seconds to midnight. It'll be interesting to see how he's going to frame that particular development with what we ought to be concerned about in Trinidad and Tobago. All right, and of course we have the odd spot there, and that is a very, very quick look at your Trinidad Guardian newspaper. You can definitely get a copy today. And before we go, let's look at today in history. So today is January 27th, 1990. That's what we're looking at. The World Bank, imagine, saw a long recovery period for Trinidad and Tobago. We're not necessarily in the best economic circumstances at the moment, so it's very interesting to see how the more things change, the more things remain the same. WASA is taking back all of their fired workers, so that whole conversation about the restructuring of WASA is not a new one for Trinidad and Tobago. We're going through our current version, but in 1990, we were still at that place. That story is by Gail Alexander, who still is with us, and she is our premier political reporter. But in 1990, she was writing on WASA. Shan calls PNM press freedom record murky. They're referring to Eden Shan, who was a former Minister of the Environment. A story there written by John Babb, who, of course, is no longer with the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian. So that's a quick look at the week in history, or this day in history, from the Trinidad Guardian archives. So with that, let's take a very, very quick break and come back. I'm going to be joined by Cassie because today is the launch of Soca Parliament at Hartford's Bar on Marval Road. Good morning and welcome back to the Morning Brew. Now, when we were leaving to the break, I told you that we were going to be meeting Cassie. He's on his way. Who I have right now with me is Brian Stewart of the St. Francis Boys College Old Boys Association.
Well, I'm actually a teacher there as well.
Okay.
Yes, as well as a past student.
Oh, so you have a long history with that school.
Very much so.
And you all have straight out of Belmont, which is your school fete this year.
Yes. So on Sunday, the 29th, this Sunday, we'll be having our annual fete. If anybody has missed that fete over the past 3 years, it is an excellent fete. We have a lineup of artists, major lineup of artists, as well as past students who are DJs that will be working with us.
Oh, that's amazing. Yes. I like that relationship because then it's, you have this kind of, you enter in a fete, but there's a kind of community, walking into a ready-made community. So who are some of the students that you'll have that will be performing at the fete?
Well, apart from the students that are performing, there will be the DJs who are students, Links and etc. JW, who is also a past student.
I was like, it's really unfortunate that Jason is not here. He has the day off, but this is his people. Y'all are his people.
Definitely so. Definitely so. But we have in the lineup Iowa, Nadia Batson, we have Charles Marshall, Jadel. It means a host of people who are coming.
I'm just hearing names upon names upon names.
Yes.
This sounds really, really amazing.
Yes, and there's more. I mean, I'll have to look here to see all the others.
Who you have?
We have Rain, GBM Neutron, Michael Teja, Viking Ding Dong. It's really a large, huge lineup.
Good because both Mikael and Viking Ding Dong have been having quite amazing seasons. So the fact that they can come to the Government Campus Plaza on Sunday and see them perform. They have some of the biggest songs this Carnival. So that's Definitely. A fantastic show y'all have there. Now, this is, obviously, school fetes have become like a mainstay in our Carnival fete schedule because it's one of the best ways to raise money for the school.
Right.
St. Francis Boys, which had a name change, is 100 years old now?
Yes, so this is a very, very special year for us. On January 14th, we turned 100 years old. We celebrated 100 years of providing education in Trinidad and Tobago, so we are very proud of that. So we're going to be having a host of events. This Sunday the 29th is just one of the major events that we'll be having, but we're really inviting all our past students to come out and enjoy this fete and join us as we celebrate not just the fete but the entire year, but not just the past students but the entire Belmont community and of course all the environs. Everybody will have fun at this fete. We are having, it's food inclusive. Of course, you could enjoy all the entertainment that we have that we just spoke about. And there are, I mean, if you've been to the fete before, you would know that it is not to be missed. It's one of those things that you have to put on your calendar every year. But we'll certainly be making it a special one, it being our 100th anniversary.
So what are some of the things that y'all are doing this year? Because this is your year of 100, your 100th celebrations. What are some of the other things y'all are going to be doing?
Well, on January 14th, we started with a blessing of the school. And there were a host of guests there, past students, ex-mayor Louis Lee Singh, Fitzgerald Hines, etc. So we just kind of kicked off the year with that event where we had some cocktails and, you know, people reminisced about their past at the school.
Has the school always, I mean, we just discussed that it had a name change, but has the school always been in its current location?
Yes.
Okay.
It's always been there, but it started off, of course, as a primary, right? When the Christian brothers came to the school, Christian ministry brothers, through the Catholic faith. And it became Belmont Intermediate shortly afterwards. People still know it as Belmont Intermediate today. So if you're from that era and you remember, it is Belmont Intermediate's fete as well.
I have been practicing not to say Belmont Intermediate.
Right. Well, no, I mean, taxi drivers now, if you tell them you're going to Belmont Intermediate, they know exactly where to drop you.
Because that's how we are in Trinidad. Whatever the original name is, we are going to call you that.
It sticks with us.
Yeah. Branding, nothing.
It sticks with us, yeah.
Right, it very much sticks with us. So you are a former student. You're now a teacher at this school.
Correct.
What's your subject? What do you teach?
I teach Spanish at the school, yes.
Oh. Buenas. My Spanish is terrible, so I need to practice. You know, so what are some of the... Now, school funding is always such a contentious issue. Could you share with us why we want to support, you know, come to the fete, yes, to have fun, but what are some of the things the fund is going to help with the students?
Oh, gosh. Well,
at the school, sorry.
Yes, certainly. Well, we want to build on what we've been creating so far. We've had, I mean, a number of illustrious past students coming to the school. And we've been able to do a lot with the little that we have, but we want to do so much more for the students. Right now, we don't have a library.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, we do not have a library right now. Because of the expansion a little bit, we had to switch staff rooms, and now the students are without a library for some years.
What kind of impact does that have on your students?
Well, I mean, we're still performing fairly well given that fact, but it certainly has had an impact. I mean, not being able to go to the library during school hours and having to wait until weekend or after school to go to the public library, of course, will have an impact on them. So we certainly want to build a proper library. We have our computer lab. We get 100% passes in computer studies in IT, but we only could offer the subject to a small number of students at a time. So we're looking at our lab, we're looking at air conditioning, the classrooms, we're looking at creating a language lab, certainly for my subject, Spanish.
A language lab where they can come in and listen to tapes and practice. And because, the hardest thing with languages for me is always the listening. Reading is easy, but the listening is difficult.
Plus, we could also promote a bit more of independent learning, you know?
Yeah, yes. No, that's great. So if I want to get tickets for the straight Outta Belmont fete.
Also tickets, you can get tickets. Tickets are now $400. You can get them at the school, all right? So just contact the school, come in, or we have, if you want to call and reserve your tickets at 624-1688. Or, of course, you can still visit Island Tickets online, so they're available.
You're available online as well. Would the school be, the school office be open tomorrow, like for last-minute ticket purchases?
Again, the school, there will be somebody there who will be selling tickets, yes.
Okay, good. That's really important, because, you know, sometimes we operate last minute.
Yes,
like,
very much
like,
so.
yeah, not going to that fete, and then you hear a song, and the spirit take you, and it's like, okay, let me just rush to Belmont Intermediate and get my tickets for straight out of Belmont. So, Brian, thank you so much for joining us. Well, one thing I wanted to find out, because you said it was a food-inclusive event. Is it a cooler event or drinks are on sale?
No, it's a cooler event, so walk with your cooler. No glass bottles, of course.
Right.
The usual protocols for that. So it is food-inclusive. Walk with the cooler. We'll provide all the food.
And it starts what time?
For you. It's from 4 p.m. and goes to 11:30 p.m.
Okay.
All right, so there's lots to look forward to. Just one quick thing, because I know you asked about some of the events that we'll be having.
Yes.
Just to say that we're really inviting all the past students to come partner with us, because after this fete, we'll be having our annual barbecue. We'll be having a 5K that everybody's invited to. We have a musical Calypso Achievement Day function. There are a lot of functions to get involved with. So please contact us at the school. We want to see some of those past students that we haven't seen for a while.
Yeah, 100 years is a long time. And one of the things about Belmont is such a vibrant community, especially within Port of Spain. It's such a historical place. So there are touches of history everywhere. And obviously, St. Francis Boys is part of that rich history.
Very much so.
And you all seem to have such a rich network. It'd be really nice to see those old boys, especially the ones who've gone on to do big things,
yes.
Come back and reach a hand into the school to help those students. I mean, yeah, you'll definitely need a library, and I would love to see that be something that you'll get closer to accomplishing, if not this year, at least by, you know, next year.
We are looking forward to that.
All right, so just remind us who to call to get those tickets and where we can go to purchase tickets for Straight Outta Belmont. Okay,
so there are tickets at islandtickets.com. And you can call the school at 624-1688 to reserve your tickets. You can call me directly at 784-2533.
Okay, Brian, giving out his number for tickets only, just remember.
Yes, just for tickets.
And this fete is on Sunday, right?
Yes, Sunday the 29th from 4 p.m. Get there early because you want to get a good spot.
Yes.
And you want to get good parking. Parking is available at the parkade as well, so you have secured parking there. And come have fun. Come have fun with us and bring the whole family. We are one of the best venues for a fete this year. So please make sure, tell all your friends, if you are in touch with other past peoples, let them know about what we are having, not just the fete, but the entire year, and have them come celebrate with us. We look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, I always think a school fete is essential, especially if my school is having a fete. I need to go. I think it's one of the easiest ways to support. Brian, thank you so much for joining us.
You're most welcome.
Right, you all have fun on Sunday, and I hope that you'll have a fantastic turnout.
Thank you so much.
All right, so we're going to take a very, very quick break, but don't go too far. We have a lot more coming for you right after.
Wind up on a girl. Well, I want to get this off of my chest. Talk about it, talk about it. All of the girl them whining best. Talk about it, talk about it. How you want me to leave this fit? Never again, never again, never again, never again. Boy, never, 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 never. I out on the road.
It's really nice coming out of the break with that Marshall Montano. Now, of course, we want to talk about Soca Monarch just a little bit because one of the biggest news this carnival is that the Soca Monarch competition has been cancelled. I'm being joined on set by Cassie, the artist. And Cassie has been one of those finalists on the Soca Monarch competition. The Soca Monarch competition is about 30 years old, and it's been a showcase for some of this country's and also the region and the world's best soca artists. So how do you feel about the competition being cancelled? We're not having it this year at all.
It's very disappointing. Morning, everybody. Trinidad and Tobago, and thanks for having me. It's very disappointing because, like you said, it's a forum for young artists, plenty young artists coming up, and even the ones that are already there. That when people look at Soca Monarch, that's kind of start your career for your touring after Carnival, because it's like a showcase to the world what we have. And a lot of people get hired after the performances in the semi-finals and in the finals, because people have a way to tune into Soca Monarch to see who win, who comes second, if he sing good, he sing good. So it's be a nice excitement, it's a nice thing. It's part of the culture, we get accustomed to it, you know. And not having it this year is very disappointing after it's supposed to be the mother of Carnival. You know, we had no Soca Monarch, that didn't really matter. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I like it. Not sitting right with me that we have no Soca Monarch. And I feel like, you know, more should be done, or maybe better should have been done. But I like that point that you're making, that when you make it to the finals, because you have to do a big presentation, and then the semi-finals and the finals, because you usually see like a difference between the semi-performance and then the final performance, you know, and that's a real space of not just entertainment, but development for artists.
Yeah, because the semi-finals that be the really dog fight, and the semi-finals are actually more enjoyable than the finals. Because the semi-finals are trying so hard to make it in the finals that people just go all out in the semis. Because if you don't make the finals, that is the finals. That is it. So that's the whole thrill of trying to get into the finals, the excitement. When you used to have it in Arima, the velodrome, and the 60 artists and that kind of thing, and whole day into night, that used to be a thrill. That was fun for me. And we don't get, that will be missing on the calendar.
Yeah, but if you're late, right? You there in the competition, you have this nervous energy building up. So the lower you are in the program is the more nervous energy. How does that affect you? Like, where do you want to be positioned when you're in the semis?
Me, I gotta tell you my secret. My thing is this, right? I have a fear for the stairs. You see the stairs in any party, any fete, I have a fear for the stairs. So I just stay away from the stairs. I try to find myself in a line with people who I know, or even in the crowd, and mingling to get kind of like a...
Before performance?
Before I perform, yeah. I just kind of mingle with people and get my mind over it. You see, right before I perform, they will come looking for you. That's when the nervousness starts. That's when you know it's on. So I just stay away from the stairs. The frightening part is, see that stairs? When bringing on stage, Cassie, that is the frightening moment. But you see, when you reach on stage, and just leave. Because it's on. It's on, so you have no time to be frightened. And
one of the things that I've seen is, you know, for quite a few years now, the first prize has been like $1 million, but you would see people do these big, extravagant performances, and I'm like, but you're eating away your prize money there.
No, what's wrong with that? If you're getting free money. You're getting money. So spend some of it, because what happens is when you make it to the finals, they normally give us like a portion of the money, like an appearance fee. And let's say the appearance fee is 150,000 in them days. Some years it was 100,000. And they will give it like 25,000, 30,000 to start your project. So go all out because you go and try to get more money. I mean, it don't make sense to try to keep the money and try to keep it and just do a kind of half-hearted show. You want the thing to look nice. So I think, yeah, go all out. Last time I built a house. I built a real house with lights and thing and current and everything. And, yeah.
This is Man in the House?
Man in the House. It was a real house. Yeah, I spent some money. Man made a house, painted up and everything. It had a light switch and everything. That when the man knocked the door, yeah, somebody threw a light from inside. Somebody could have lived in the house after. But it worked out well for me because I was direct into the finals. I was talking about all day, and then so I didn't know. I got to sleep knowing I'll be in finals because I went all out.
And how many times have you made it to the finals?
Only twice.
No, but that's still a big deal because I know both those songs. I know Taunting and I know Man in the House. I know those songs are playing in my head currently as I'm speaking to you. You know, what was the reception? And which one was first? Not Taunting?
Taunting was 2011, man.
And what was the response to you after you appeared on that your first Soca Monarch final?
After the first Soca Monarch, like I said, I was showcased to the world, and then people get to see who Cassie was. People was hearing about me all the time, and who was in the country at the time, going to the parties, but I know who Cassie was. But Soca Monarch was so international that a lot of people right after that started to ring down the manager phone and call me and, yo, we need to come in the US, you have a work permit, and everybody wanted to be my foreign manager. And so it was a nice exposure. Soca Monarch was really a showcase to our talent to the world.
So without Soca Monarch, we have Soca Parliament. Let's talk about that. That's happening at Harford's Bar every Friday from 4 to 9.
4 to 9, yes.
You're telling artists, what is Soca Parliament? Before we tell people how to respond to Soca Parliament.
So well, this Friday, we're not having it because Marava Road is booked. But there's some events taking place this Friday. Okay. But the other Friday, the 3rd, the 10th, and the 17th, we'll have Soca Parliament. Soca Parliament, I'm going to tell you where Soca Parliament started from. Years ago, about 20-something years ago, close to 30 years ago, artists used to gather by Harford's Bar to talk each other. Talk about, who song in so good, and your song in all that hot, and who DJ to play a song, and who DJ play it, and that kind of thing, and business, and who getting whistle, and who getting horn, and that kind of thing. It was Soca Parliament, people talking each other business, but it was a nice camaraderie. The days where everybody's together. If you want to look for anybody, promoters, DJs, everybody to just line by pie on Marava Road. Everybody I know, let's go and take my little sip now and then. So it ended up being Soca Parliament, the place where the artists gather to talk, right? And then years ago, God bless his soul, Warlord, Mr. Q, Estrada, and one, two others who was a lime at the time, they come up with this brilliant idea on Uncle Pie that instead of just come and lime here, why we the proper stage and all the sing all the song and let the people decide. So me as a young artist back in them days, I don't sure of my age, right? But I was all 21 and thing in them days. I was really good. I was a teeny little super guy. And I was coming around seeing more Ronnie McIntosh and KMC and all these guys and them singing this song for the streets. And the ladies from the frequency, the TV station at that time in front of Marava Road, they used to come outside with little numbers and saying 5, 7, 8, -2, 0, and all kind of things. So artists who want to talk, when you perform, the people decide if you're good or not. So that is back after about 17 years we didn't do it. Uncle Pie and myself, we bringing it back. We bring it back last week, Friday. We had 18 artists come out, and we have a wheel. We have a wheel, actual plastic wheel, that if the crowd like here, they come to the stage and take up the wheel and show the DJ the wheel and the DJ wheel the song.
Oh shucks, you meant a real wheel.
So, yeah, real wheel. So
I thought it was like a Wheel of Fortune wheel.
No,
so I was like, so
like a wheel. It's a toy wheel that's light. So you can just take it up, you can actually
play the song again.
drop it on the stage, you can play with it and say DJ wheel. Now, if the artist ain't get no wheel, they will feel bad.
Yeah, exactly.
But then nothing. Come back next week.
They would beg for the wheel.
They're not saying we sometimes wheels fine. People go get him on a wheel, I get fed up and I take up the wheel and yeah. So it's fun. It's a fun event. It's like Soca Apollo.
So if I have a song, I decide this year is Soca Soy and I bring in a tune, I could come Friday.
You could come next Friday. Next Friday.
Yeah, next Friday. Yes, we said that. Song,
and I hope you get a wheel. If it ain't going on so good, I will still try to get a wheel to make it look good.
No, I would appreciate that. I appreciate that because you remember it's not nice to get boo, eh?
You know how politics is everything.
I know you don't have toilet paper on Marvel.
We go like that. We go like that. Now we have a wheel. And yeah, so artists all I do is contact me 720 right 0165. The information is there. And send your music to DJ Shadow is Marlon Roberts 322 at gmail.com. That's Marlon Roberts 322 at gmail.com. that you can send your music to him as well, or you could come on the day with the flash drive. We catering for everybody. Some people don't have technology, or they might not data at the moment, or the Wi-Fi not working at home. That doesn't. That can prevent you from coming. Yeah, so you can show up on Marlborough Road with your music on your flash drive, and we go fit in, and people in limers. And people like to criticize when the linemen drinking. Yeah, well, I like it, but he's so good, he's so good. But that's nothing. You have to face them, because that is the first step of getting your career started, the first step of development and doing better and going forward. That is why I say.
And you're going to be like the MC, so we can see you on stage introducing the artists, talking to them maybe off stage about their performance and stuff like that.
Well, definitely I'm going to encourage them, but I'm going to ask them loud where they're from. And the first performer last week was from Beharry.
Oh, wow.
I said, we come here, travel. He hear about this and he travel. To me, he was going to get a wheel anyway. What he said, I was going to give a wheel. Because some people wanted that, but I remember me years ago, I used to go all over the place. No matter when you see the launch, I did. Sometimes you get to sing. It's a small man, I think he's singing today, you know. I said, I stand up and wait by this step, I stand up right there. I said, I gave a chance to, yeah.
But to get that kind of brace, what made you get into soca?
People, well, years ago when I had Caribbean song basin, when the end of, when the dregs of it, when it was like fading out, we were some young guns coming in. And out of all the young artists coming in, I was the worst. That's what you see, that's different word they say use, like use the next word they say, I was the worst, right? And they're saying, boy, that's not for you, and you have no talent, and that kind of thing.
But and you still used to...
It had people who believe, right? So Selga's husbands, who was at that, well, he became a boss in Power Gen, working at Power Gen too. And he believed in me, man. He take me under his wing in his studio, and I did development start. And one two artists like Sidonia and them, they stick around me and help me with my chanting skills and that kind of thing. And I mean, I always had talent in him, I believe so, you know, but didn't find I was good enough. And people in the neighborhood, they find, yeah, you know, you do great, so you can write, you know. You're so good. And then Uncle Sly from Rocky Band at the time, there was 6th Avenue with barbershop, pelting up my lungs and thing, and he come down to that guitar and he start, and he say, yeah, you just go, you sing, boy, sing, just sing now, man, and start. And then eventually I get more encouraged. And I started pursuing my career. I started look out for CD launch, wherever it had, it was Crosby launch or Rhinos and this kind of thing. I come with my CD, I look into to sing somewhere.
That's long heady names you call it.
Yeah, I like the road, you know. I just look young. Yeah.
So you have any songs this year?
This year?
Yeah,
this year. Yes, I have a song on the radio. It's doing pretty well. A song called All Over, recorded by Colonel Roberts, produced by Colonel Roberts, you know, written by myself. Yeah, nice music. A song called All Over. Beautiful music.
We can get a little sample.
Yeah. A little sample? Well, I just can't stop, can't get enough. I just can't stop, can't get enough. I just can't stop, can't get enough. Not at all. You know, like the intro thing, right? Yeah. There's only woman in the place, so it feels like a showdown. I sorry that I stay away so long. The spoke was broken, the wheel, so I slow down. Reinvent myself with the same song. When she want to come over, arch she back and bend over. I know she love when I jam in, cause she begging me just to take over. Darling, will you get that pumper? Darling, I know that bumper from over, down by the flyover. It looked like a Land Rover. You make my van turn over. People gather from all over. They make sure Cassie and fall over. The defect and it's all over. Every fete and all over. All over, all over, all over again. The bumper called me in.
I kind of vexed that we ain't put you on the stage, whole music and thing.
Well, I'm
you're performing next Friday, right? You will launch the show.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey.
Because my producer in my ear saying, but the song bad.
Hey. Begging me just to take over, darling. When you get that bumper, darling, I know that bumper from over. Down by the flyover, it looks like a Land Rover. You make my van turn over, so people gather from all over. They make sure Cassie and fall over. The defect and it's all over. Every fete and all over, all over, all over, all over again. The bumper called my name, they can make me shame. I go take the blame for all these years of pain, but now I'm marching up the place. The girl and curtain waits. I tell them make some space. Get your kiss and all over. In Miami, all over. And Atlanta, all over.
joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
I didn't expect all this performance. This song real bad. This song real bad. This song real bad.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, man.
And I like that you're also taking time to showcase new artists as well.
Because that's what it's about. The Jamaicans do it all the time, you know?
Yeah.
When you want a Jamaican charge a big price to come and sing, it's because they had some other people in the back coming down the road.
Okay, who will open unofficially for them?
Because I think this is Labos in Mops 2 years ago. It was, who was what I was, boy? Luciano. And then Sizzler come on with, I wonder if I can see tomorrow. And nobody knew he was. Yeah. And then Super Cat boss, Sean Paul. And these kind of things, these Bounty Killer bring out Cartel. And these people and them, they get boss long time, we just can't remember it.
You feel we don't do that enough in soca?
I think we don't do it enough. I believe we don't do it enough. The camaraderie not there, and because there's always a dog fight in the season, because it's so much, you want to get any fete so bad, so you and yourself, you're just trying to bring out your songs because you want to play on the radio so bad, or you want to get higher, because you have no time to develop and bring nobody along with me. Once I could do it, I would do it. It's easy to help somebody. Just create the avenue for them.
I like how Soca Parliament used to be a place where they were ponging each other and who song ain't good, and you've turned it into something positive.
Positive, negative into positive, like Biggie Small said.
Always, always.
Yes, sir.
Cassie, it's been a pleasure chatting with you.
Yeah,
definitely, we go into Soca Parliament next Friday. That's what we're doing. That's where the line will be from 4 to 9, but possibly later.
Yes, possibly later, Trinidad time.
Exactly. We will start on time, but we will finish anytime.
Anytime. Yeah, I like that. You start on time.
You finish anytime.
Anytime.
Yeah, you can use that. It's not copyright. Yeah, it's not copyright.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Cassie. We're going to take a very quick break. When we come back, we're supposed to have GI. GI is a big deal. 3-time Chutney Soca Monarch. He's trying to go for his 4th win this year. I love this song. You better love this song. Really good music on the show today. See you in a little bit.
All these years I paid, but now I'm mashing up the place. The girl them curtain ways. I tell them make some sweet. Unleash the energy, catch the vibes where you like. Come bring up the thing on me. Drinks up where you want, let me know. Inch up to the bar, and we go. Click up so we all take a toast to the road. Show me your level, raise it high. Catch the race, go sun, blue skies. Glow on the road like neon lights. Make it the greatest of all time. Turn up the road one time when you get this wine. It's Carnival. I don't see a break inside, so when we combine, it's back with a bang. Show your grateful, yeah, 'cause that we are. Show your label, yeah, baby, this is Carnival.
Drink responsibly.
Unleash the energy, catch the vibes where you like. Come bring up the thing on me. Let go the action, let go the faction.
So that is how we're opening this particular segment. Of course, we have Carib on stage. I mean, it's Carnival, so you could start your morning with a beer, right?
Correct. We have so many breakfast parties. I mean, what are we drinking?
We drinking Carib.
Of course.
Obviously.
Yes.
And this is a Carib Carnival, definitely. We have a Carib Carnival on set with our flag man. Thank you so much for bringing the vibes this morning. I thought I was going to have a hard morning. This is the easiest shoot ever.
We're the life of the party.
Yeah, definitely. And you'll have everything for all these cooler fetes. All I have been to for this carnival are cooler fete. And I do actually have a Carib cooler bag. Okay. It is so convenient. So talk to us about Carib's Carnival promotion. You'll have all these fancy labels.
Yes. So a lot of exciting stuff happening for Carnival from Carib this year. I mean, our campaign, Show Me Your Label, it's definitely taken the airwaves by storm. I mean, we would have launched last year, the 26th on Boxing Day, and since that we've gotten an overpouring of support. Our campaign, Show Me Your Label, I mean, Carib is Carnival. You can't have Carnival without Carib. I mean, we are a true representation of what Carnival is, and that's what we wanted to do this year. Carib, definitely, it's through our campaign, it really shows, and it's a true representation and really connects Carnival with Carib and shows that.
I have to say, your advertising and marketing within the last, I mean, for a while, has really been top of top. I remember the campaign with Chancia and Kevin DeBoer. That song was actually good.
Yes.
That song was actually good, independent of the fact that it's an ad, you know? And of course, the commercial and that whole promotion. I really, really like this ad as well. Yes. It's very vibesy.
Yeah, and that song, it's so exciting and really gives you that energy in a party.
Is it a full song that you love? Who's the you know? It's a nice song. It's a nice song. I like the, you know, the different segments. Also your ads.
Yes.
I know we're talking about Carnival, but your Christmas ad had me crying.
Yes, that was, I mean, only great stuff coming out of Carib. I mean, we do take a lot of time into, you know, planning and connecting with our consumers.
So, Keisha, let me just hold you a second. We're going to keep you until after the news because we have to go to a very, very quick break. So don't go too far. We're just cutting for the news, but we're back with more Carib right after the newscast. That's fun. Back from that very short news break. We're back with Carib and Keisha and Kevin, our flag man, because Carib is having a Carib Carnival. That song that you're hearing in the background, which is from this year's 2023 campaign, was produced by Cassie Phillips, a Precision Promotion, big top soca DJ, producer, sorry. So Carib is very serious about their carnival this year. Very, very serious.
Yes, well, we try to, I mean, Carib is fun, and we want to really bring that to our consumers and our fans. I mean, we're doing a lot for Carnival. You'll see us in everything, every party, every fete. I mean, we are really trying to bring it closer to them. So, as you can see, we have our new Carnival labels.
Yes, I love them. They're really, really pretty. Yes. And you all did this. Who designed this for you?
This was done internally by our PJ, our Brandology.
Yeah, yes. So we're such a talented people. Yes. You'll just have a brilliant graphic designer, you know, in-house who could do these collector labels because these are all to be collected.
Yes, and it's actually a representation of Pan. You can see Mass and also the Blue Devil for Juve. So it's every part of Carnival. I mean, it's a representation of what Carnival is, and it's Carnival in a bottle that we are giving.
Yeah, you get a 6-pack. You could drink one of each. And then you can save the other 6, especially if you don't live here. Yes. I can see these people just being obsessed with, oh, I have the Blue Devil one and get the pretty Mass one, and I have the Steel Pan one. And
yes, and it's something we're encouraging our consumers. Take pictures with our bottles. Take pictures and show us your label. Take pictures and post it and tag Carib Bear on Instagram and Facebook, and you have the opportunity to win prizes as well.
I've always liked your social media strategy. It's been it's daring, it's engaging, so you get that engagement, you get that interest. Yes. And I mean, beer is a fun drink, so you can't be too serious. So you have a lot to play with, and you'll use the opportunity to play with the content on Carib. So you want people to collect these labels?
Yes, so we want them to take pictures and post, and that gives them the opportunity to win lots of prizes we're giving away this season.
I can't wait to see how we have quite a few local content creators, right? That has become a thing. I can't wait to see how they will take advantage of the opportunities to create content this Carnival with the Carib labels and, you know, make really interesting, you know, photo.
Yes, and videos. So yes, it's very exciting.
But you want videos as well? Yes,
I mean, it's so pretty and attractive. I mean, you really want to pick up a bottle.
And what are we getting? What is some of the inducement? Because, you know, you have this, I like the labels, they're lovely, but I'm seeing the cooler bag and this massive cooler. I mean, I have only been going to cooler fetes, right? I have not done all-inclusive this carnival. I'm not feeling them. I'm feeling more the cooler fete, right? But a cooler fete requires coolers.
Yes. So we are giving you everything you need to go to a cooler party. So all you will need to do is get ice. That's it. So we have a consumer promotion which we launched a couple of weeks ago, and it allows consumers to participate and win these very attractive prizes. All you have to do is purchase 2 6-packs of any of our trademark products, which include Carib Lager, Carib Blue, Carib Pilsner Light, or Carib Malta. Any 2 6-packs, you go to our Instagram or Facebook page, Carib Bear, and you upload your receipt, and that's it. We're doing weekly prizes, and we have tons of coolers that we're giving away, as well as cooler packs. And it's not just a cooler. I'm making sure you have everything inside the cooler that you need to go to the party with.
All I need to do is to stop and get ice.
Stop and get ice.
So
correct.
literally, if you tell me, hey, Soy, you have won this massive cooler, I'll be like, yeah, organizing. I'll go in XYZ fete. I will pass on the way. All I had to do is to stop and put some ice in it.
Correct. Yes, that's it. So we're giving you everything, and it's as easy as that. All you need to do is pick up your 2 6-packs at any supermarkets nationwide, get your receipt, and upload that receipt.
Are we getting the flag as well?
That could be arranged.
But we might have to get lessons from Kevin as to how to wave
Kevin
properly.
is actually in every party, so you don't have to worry. Just look for the Carib flag at all parties. I mean, he's representing our brand. I mean, go and check Kevin in the party.
Oh, no, you can't miss him between the flag and the hat and the shades and everything.
And that flag from a distance, you will see that flag.
Keisha, it is a pleasure chatting with you. I am going to be I like when we do this carnival branding. It just makes the season, you know, everything more exciting.
Definitely.
So definitely we'll be looking out. You can go to your supermarkets, wherever, and get all the labels. I think the Blue Devil is my favorite, though. I think the Blue Devil is my favorite design.
So I'm going to leave this with you.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and I have gifts for you as well.
Oh,
yes.
All right, well, Keisha, it's been a pleasure. Kevin, it's been a pleasure. We're going to take a very quick break, but of course, we've been having so much fun this Saturday. This Friday, sorry. I'm ready for the weekend. We're having so much fun this Friday. Don't go too far. We have more for you in a little bit.
Turn up the road one time with the wickedest swine. It's Carnival. I don't see a break in sight, so when we combine, it's back with a bang. Show your grace.
Don't worry, lover. Don't worry, friend. Don't worry, partner. You go see thing again. Don't worry, lover.
Welcome back to the Morning Brew. We've been having a lot of fun this morning. We discussed Soca Monarch, so we did the Soca portion. We had Carib, so clearly we have drinks for the cooler fete. And now we have to deal with the meat and potatoes, the Calypso. We have in Kaiso showcase. I'm being joined by Nicholas Lucas, who's a Calypsonian, so you're going to be performing in this showcase.
Yes.
And of course, Alicia Richards.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very
much.
much, yes.
So you are performing at the showcase. Talk to me about your song this year and how you decided to get involved with Calypso Showcase.
Well, I've been involved with Calypso Showcase for a few years, since 2019. The song that I sang this year is very spiritual based. It's just a joyous song, just to allow people to dance and be free, and to allow themselves to, you know, just be open, come out of that trance of being antisocial and just be a social butterfly.
I mean, we outside.
We outside.
We out and back.
You're young. You know, one of the concerns that we have anytime we talk about these culture is that Kaiso is dying, but you singing Kaiso, why?
I hear people say that Kaiso is dying. It may be dying for them because them ain't into it. But to me, it's alive.
So you've been doing this since you were small, or you like
Since age 7, I've been singing. I only started singing Calypso maybe at age 9. I was allowed to sing in school competitions, and that's why I fell in love with Calypso.
I like how you say you've only been singing since age 9. You know, that was last week.
No, when I was younger, I told them I wanted to be a Calypsonian, and everybody was like, what do you want to be when you go? I want to be a Calypsonian.
Oh, you knew from early.
Yeah. The stage was my
And to plug in with what Nicholas is saying, at Kaiso Showcase, we are fortunate. We have a lot of young people, especially people who came through the junior category of the competition.
True.
So you have not only Nicholas, you have people like Miss Pascal, Carice Pascal came through. We actually have the junior Calypso Monarch in Mr. Rivaldo, London. So we have a lot of people who came through the ranks, and of course Miss Darius, Tamika Darius, they all came through juniors.
Yeah, and the Kaiso Showcase is opening tonight.
We are opening tonight.
Palms Club.
Palms Club, 7:30 sharp.
Palms Club, how are you feeling?
Yes.
Let me hear that one again.
Palms Club, how are you feeling?
I love it. I feel the spirit. I might be down and south. It will be your fault.
Feel free. Take your ride all the way up to Palms Club. Please pass the lighthouse.
We have a seat behind the
We have a seat.
Back by the band, Razor Shop. So that's the house band.
That's the house band.
The MC is Damian Melville.
Mr. Damian Melville, the best.
Tickets are $200.
Yes.
So we can still get tickets at the door.
Of course,
Yes,
you can.
Very, very important. So, Alicia, you are performing, right?
Yes, I am.
Talk to me about your song this year.
My song this year first and foremost, was a song that I did not want.
Why?
I told my writer I don't want to sing anything along the political vein. No. I told him what I actually wanted.
But you're Calypsonian.
Yes, but
you have to
man, no,
politics.
like Nicholas, sometimes as an artist, you get into a zone and you want to go a certain direction. But he insisted that I do this song. I refused this song for months. Until one day I said, okay, send the song, send it. And when he sent it, I was like this on the chair. I said,
Fell in love with it.
Immediately. My song is political based, but I always like political, anything but with humor. It must have that humoristic element in it, so I am happy with this song.
So I have Alicia here, I have Nicholas here, so I need to ask a slightly controversial Kaiso conversation, right?
Oh, girl.
When I listen to the older Kaisos, you know, and the older Dimashkara and those songs, they're political, but you could actually move to it, right? One of the concerns that we have is that you're hitting us big lyrics, and it's only big lyrics we getting. We ain't getting melody. So the song, you know, is not enjoyable to sing or to, you know, to learn the lyrics. So it doesn't stay with you.
There is an argument or a bit of contestation within Calypso.
Talk about
that there's too many competition songs.
That's true.
And competition songs lead you in a particular direction. Before, when I say before, prior, you would have people like Bomber and those artists going into the Mardi Gras winning with a humor. Where is humor? Where's categories? You had categories before: political, social, commentary, and humor, right? You also had people like Super Blue going into the Mardi Gras with Soca Baptist and these up-tempo songs, right? Sparrow, Kitchen, all of them with these up-tempo songs. But now we have been bombarded and forced into a particular corner that in order to reach somewhere, you must have a competition song. Very quickly, in 2020, I did a song composed by Mr. Mac called Woman-in-Law. I made it a small competition, so a regional competition. And I was told by a judge, the song is nice, but it's not a competition song.
I know we've long said that the judging in Kaiso is the problem. How do we address that? Oh gosh, well I feel, Alicia, I know you can take it. Alicia, I know you can take it, but for spite of making Nicholas answer this question, because I saw the... So I want you to expel.
I would honestly say that I think many a times the judges don't know what they are looking for. And if they do know what they are looking for, they alone know what they're looking for. And it's crazy because many a times I feel like I was one of the persons who felt as though that I needed a competition song, because when I came into the tent, it's only this year and maybe last year, I wrote songs where it was really comfortable to me and it wasn't really about competition, because that was never really the vibe for me. I don't really think that anybody...
I want to jump in here, as it pertains to judging. I have the actual sheet at home. I paid for it, too. One of the judges said, after my semi-finals performance, that I did not achieve what I set out to do. My question is, and it remains, in your mind, what did you think I set out to do and I did not achieve? So therefore, you did not judge me in terms of what I presented. You judge what you thought I was supposed to do.
Papa.
Which may not be in line with my piece in the first place. Judging is contentious. It's controversial. It's contentious. It's all controversial. I'm a teacher. I'm supposed to know the words.
No. Right. We get tired of words too.
Yes, it is. And sometimes, and I use chalk dust. He said something to me once. He said, Alicia, do not let them judge your song.
Yes.
And when he said them, he's speaking about 10th administration. Right? He said, let them, meaning the audience, let they be the final judge. If they say your song is good, your song is good.
So, but I want to go back to this whole thing about the songs, even though it's a competition song. One of my Black Stallion, may he rest, recently passed. One of my favorite songs from him was Vampire Year. That is a hard song. You know, that is a heavy lyric song. And the melody for that is amazing. And it's funny that you talk about Chucky, who I adore, the Juba Jubai. You know, they say melody is not his strength, but we love him anyway. So, you know, you have space for a Chucky, and I think you must always have space for a Chucky.
Always have space for the traditionalists.
But why have we lost that, you think, big lyrics and big melody in one? Because we have our old songs is big lyrics and big melody.
You could have your big lyrics and you could have your big melody, right? But you could, okay, take Explainers.
Yes.
Is it? I think it's Driving It and Park It. I can't remember the exact song. But you have artists, Kicks In Parliament. Lyrics.
Yes.
But the melody, you could move. I think because we have gone so much competition songs, we are losing, or writers are losing the melodious element in it. Because you want to get the lyrics out.
Correct. And I think that's something that we have to challenge them to do. Nicholas, I know we performing tonight, but we get a little something this morning now. I want to hear, you know.
And at Kaiso Showcase.
At Kaiso Showcase.
We have people in the fraternity, we would say, they have throat.
I hear Mr. Man have
throat. And Nicholas is one of those.
Yes, because he said he was a singer first.
You have Nicholas. You have Miss Pascal.
Use this throat to let the people hear.
Miss Lady Adana.
Yes, a lot of throats.
Banjala. Cannot forget Banjala.
Yes. Throat. So Nicholas, stand up and give us a little something.
Do I just render here?
Yes, you do. You just render.
There's some music in the background.
Vibration that run through my feet, rhythm's liberation to groove to the beat. When shackles are falling, freedom is due. Ancestors are calling for me and you, for you to break free from this trance. Leave me be. Let me dance and advance despite the pain. May my prayers be not in vain. Oh, this is my chance. Let me dance and my head I will hold high. Like eagle wings I'll touch the sky. For this is is my chance. Let me dance. Una wiza kuchiza. Una wiza kuchiza. Una wiza kuchiza. Una wiza. Let me dance. Let me dance. Let me dance. Let me dance. Hey, beat the drum. Beat the drum. Beat the drum. Beat the drum. Hey, piga no goma. Nitachieza. Nitachieza. Oh, let me dance. Let me dance. Yeah. Let me dance. Let me dance.
That song is fire. I'm so glad you let the spirit guide you. Honestly, I'm so glad. You said no competition, you don't care. I mean, if it comes, it comes. And that's usually what happens when you listen to your spirit. Then sometimes the rewards come. So you are really definitely ready.
Yeah, I was definitely guided by this.
And you wrote this yourself, right?
Yeah, I wrote this myself.
Right. So I believe we have a second performer.
All right. The song that I did not work.
There we go.
Well, we want to hear.
Oh my God. This man is so fantastic. Ooh. Gorgeous. People blaming Kamla. They say she walking obia. She don't like a warrior at all. She make the goodly minister fall from the high position of AG. She send him local government to pick up duty. A special prayer she say for Dr. Rowley, and he move Paris as AG immediately. But everything is Paris, 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 Paris. I wonder how Gregory does feel. Ooh. Everything is Paris, 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 Paris. She always on the heel. Say he collecting government rent and raise the issue in the parliament. When the fox can't get the grapes, he always say it have a sour taste. But everything is Paris, 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 Paris. I wonder how Gregory does feel.
No, I like that. That will be in my head. I wish we could do that in newscast. Paris.
This is the first time I'm hearing this song because like at the dress rehearsal,
Yes.
I didn't get the opportunity to listen to hers because I had to
Right.
leave, and our rehearsals was not the same
Not the
days.
same days.
So this is the first time I'm getting the chance to hear
Oh,
her.
I'm loving this. So by making you, both of you perform. So Alicia Richards, Nicholas Lucas, thank you so much for joining
Thank
us.
you so much for having us
This
here.
evening at the Palms Club in San Fernando, promptly at 7. Great.
Don't be
Kaiso Showcase.
Kaiso showcase.
Kaiso in your tail.
Kaiso in your weapon.
Hopefully you want the early bird tickets, but it's only $200, $200, so it don't matter.
$2,
So thank you so much for joining us and for that fantastic performance. Both songs. Paris. Take a very quick break and come back with a lot more in a little bit.
Salute. I have a 10-wheeler. I have a 10-wheeler.
So welcome back. I have been promoting him whole morning because I'm so excited to be speaking to GI, the 3-time Chutney Soca Monarch consecutively.
Yes.
That's a big deal. So we're trying to go for year 4 in a row.
Yeah, so good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Carnival.
Happy Carnival.
New Year
Happy
to
New Year,
everybody.
everything.
Yeah, man.
We outside.
So, yeah, we outside. It's nice, you know?
Nice.
So, yeah, so this year is the Beaver trick. So I am defending. We only released the news this week that I will be defending the Chutney Soca Monarch this year. So this year is my history year. this year is where it goes down in the books of Trinidad and Tobago. I will be the first to ever achieve such of winning 4 Chutney Soca Monarch titles in a row.
I like how your book end, especially when you win it, right?
Yes.
How your book ended, because the first year was Anna.
Mm-hmm.
The second year
was Drink Together.
Drink Together. Last
year was What We Go Do.
Right.
That's
Drink
when I
Two
sing
Beers.
Summer Guyana and Trinidad.
Yes.
Bring 2 beers, yes. And this year we have 10-wheeler.
So it's like slackness in the beginning, slackness this year, and in the middle it's like all we need.
Yeah.
So I like.
I never boxed. For some reason or the other, when I started as GI 8 years ago, I never boxed myself in with topics. What I sing, I mean, you know, we always get pong for singing rum songs and horn and this and that. But you know, our music is storytelling. It's like country western. You know, if you listen to country western music, it tells a story.
They always have a heartbreak.
Right.
Woman always breaking their hearts.
Right. So even in the soca music, you know, they would sing about rum and it's cool, but when we sing about it, it's not really cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is part of our culture. I mean, you know, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I mean, I sing rum songs. I don't really drink, right? But I like to party. You understand? I don't really drink alcohol, but I like to party. But you know, at the end of the day, a social drink is no problem with that.
Yeah.
You can be responsible.
We had Carnival on the show this morning, and I was like, gee, I should have been here earlier. What we gonna do?
What we gonna do? No, say, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's about being responsible in anything that we do.
Yeah.
Generally in life, you have to be responsible. So, not because I sing a song about 10-wheeler, I mean to say you're gonna take the twisted side of it. I represent it for the truck drivers, you know.
Stop it.
I have to put it out there.
You know it's a slackness talk. Stop it.
Oh gosh, when I sing Anna and all too, it's double meaning. But at the end of the day, whatever I portrayed on stage wasn't double meaning.
Yeah.
It was about a market vendor.
Exactly.
You know, so I mean, it sounds...
And you're correct, because I was looking back at Anna this morning. I remember that whole performance with, you had Cecilia Salazar doing a really, really good job. And yeah, market vendors just be like, you're going to fill up all the fruits, spoil it, and then not buy any.
Mine was based on a true story. When I did Anna, I used to work in the market when I was like 14 years old. I used to work a stall for my uncle in the Princestown market. Shouts to my Princestown people. I'm originally from Princestown, but I reside in a different place now. I wouldn't let that out, but...
Yeah.
But, you know, so I came up with the concept for Anna based on what I went through. So again, it's storytelling.
Exactly.
You know?
You think there's space though, and I hear what you're saying, right? And you're right. Every time we talk about chutney, people like to say it's only rum song, it's only drunk. But you think there's space for a different side of storytelling, that we could do something really different, but have it on a chutney beat and it's still a party song?
I think definitely there's room for a lot. There's always room for anything, and there's always room for improvement too. So like when I did Drink Together, it was a positive song.
Yeah.
You know, basically I said, we have a drink together. I didn't say drink alcohol. A drink could be anything, and the song was about bringing families together. It was like all my friends and me and all my family, we should love each other endlessly, and the enemies and who don't like you, we should be living in harmony. Don't take forever, because when God calls your number, it's over. So it was positive. So this is what I'm saying, I don't box myself in. So I was able to portray positivity within Chutney Soca.
Exactly.
You know, when I did Bring 2 Beers, it was about speaking about Guyana and Trinidad. What we gonna do when we bounce up? Bring 2 beers.
Yeah.
I didn't say drink 2 beers, I said bring 2 beers. You understand?
But we're bringing the beers to drink, behave yourself.
Of course. But again, I didn't word it. So you can't hold me to it.
I like your song this year, and I like that you with one of the most popular new soca artists, Ding Dong.
The soca, so I mean, it have no two ways about it. Ding Dong is running Carnival 2023.
Did he pay you to say that, the Burner Boy?
No. This is reality. I've been friends with Ding Dong for quite a number of years outside of music. We will hang out together. We will make a cook together. Yeah, we'll play cards together. He suck at cards though.
He can't be good at everything.
Yeah, he all fours is not eating, so I just point it out there. But Ding Dong is a genuine person.
Yeah.
And what you see in Ding Dong, when he comes on stage or his personality in front of you, that is exactly what he is behind closed doors. So it's not a pretend, it's not a front. Ding Dong is just naturally a fun guy to be around.
And what was the recording process like? Were you all both in studio together, or did you record your verses separately?
So we both was in studio together when he recorded his part, because I spearheaded the production. So I produced the track together with another producer, right?
Right.
But I bought the track from the guy that helped produce the song, Black Star. And when I bought the song from him, that was approximately 2 years ago. Dong was going through some songs with him, and he was singing 10-wheeler for him, and Dong said, "Wasted, Black Star." And he was like, "Boy, that song a Chutney I have, but GI buy it." And he was like, "Call GI and tell him I want to be on that." And I wasn't here. Last year was a very successful year for me touring. I did 91 flights in the year last year, 2022. So I'm grateful and very thankful for that. So I wasn't here. Black Star called me on the phone. He said, "Yo, Ding Dong, hear the song, he wants to jump on it." I was like, "Easy, Max." I said, that is my friend.
That's your actual friend.
Yeah. I was like, that's my friend.
You're defending your title this year.
Yes.
With 10-wheeler.
Yeah.
We're expecting Ding Dong on the stage with you. What we getting? Because you have a reputation for these huge productions. You're not easy.
I don't wanna sell that out, but at the end of the day, I mean, as for now, the defending is about GI. Whatever happens on the night, just be surprised.
And when is the semi-finals?
Tonight is actually the semi-final.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you're ready because you're up super early.
I am already.
Oh yes, you're defending, so you're fine. You could just rest easy.
The semi-final is on tonight at Screamers in South Trinidad. That's DB, and entry is absolutely free. So go down and support the art form, support the artists, you know. And the final, actually, I just got the news that the finals will be on Fantastic Friday in Skinner Park.
Because you all don't have competition? Because Soca Monarch is no more?
Yes.
How you feel about that? You are Chutney Soca, but Soca Monarch is a big thing in the carnival. How you feel about it not being?
I mean, I would like to not comment on it because, you know, I don't really understand what it is going on. I maybe what it is happening behind closed doors.
Right.
But I know Chutney Soca Monarch is on, and, you know, I have to concentrate on that at this point
And you know what? Day Friday will be fantastic because you have Chutney Soca Monarch on. GI, thank you so much for joining us. We have to go to a very quick break, but I am so looking forward to your performance.
This year is the Beaver Trick.
Yes.
And this year is going to be the grandest of them all.
4 for 4.
Trust me. What you saw in the last 3 years, we're bringing it in one.
Nothing.
So 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023 in one production. You'll see this year.
I love it. I believe you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're going to take a very quick break, but don't go too far. We have the NWAN Calypso draw coming up, so stay tuned.
I have a 10-wheeler. I have a 10-wheeler. I have a 10-wheeler truck and it big and it large. I just get from the back and make girlfriend garage. So dirty. If you push back anymore, I will start to grind on you. Dirty.
Welcome back. You're watching the Carnival Morning Brew here on CNC3. We've had a packed morning. We've had GI, we've had Cassie, we had people from Kaiso showcase, but now I'm going to be talking to the president of NWAC, the National Women's Action Committee, because your Calypso, National Calypso Queen competition is on this Sunday at Queen's Hall.
Yes, we have the competition on this Sunday at Queen's Hall at 4 p.m.
I forgot to tell the people who you are. Yes. I'm here with Latifa Alexander Romero. She is the president of NWAC.
Yes, nice to meet you and good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Right, so the competition we're having is going to be the 35th year of the competition. So the National Calypso Queen has been around, NWAC took it over since 1985.
Okay.
Right, so we have 17 young women. I'm going to say young women because everybody is vibrant and young. And
especially to be singing Kaiso, you have to be.
Yes, you have to definitely be. Amazing performers, amazing artists. And we always see the vibrance and the performance and the showcasing from the women in Calypso. So this definitely a show that I'm encouraging the public to come out and see and be a part of and engage the art form.
So it's 5 o'clock on Sunday at Queen's Hall.
Tickets are $200 and they're available at Queen's Hall's box office.
Okay, great. So what NWAN's National Calypso Queen competition is a hallmark in the calendar.
Yes.
Who are some of the people who we would know of, that we love, that has passed through this competition?
From the time you think of famous female Calypsonian, they have been in the Calypso Queen. We started off first with Twiggy, our first Calypso Queen, our most famous Calypso Queen, Calypso Rose. We've had young women like Denise Plummer, then a past Calypso Queen, Karine Ashe, one of the younger ones, and all of whom have gone on to win the Calypso Monarch as well.
Yes.
So they are among, if you have been in the competition, you are among the greats.
Yeah, it's a very, very strong legacy. What are some, I just want to get a little more picture of what NWAN does, because you're the president of the association. What are some of the things that you all do outside of Carnival? Because I zero in on you all for this Calypso competition. But I want the people to know that you all are not just, you know, Carnival. Calypso. You all are throughout the year. It's a committee that we want people to join.
Yes, NWAN is a broad spectrum. So it's not just about Calypso, it's not just about culture, but we are an organization that encourages the empowerment of women in Trinidad and Tobago. We look at encouraging women to be social activists, political activists, understand the power that they have to create change in the country, and encourage them to move forward with that.
So, Natifa, I have to go to a very quick break. We are here to do the draw for Sunday's Calypso competition. So we're going to take a quick break and come back. We're going to have all the Calypsonians here, and they're going to draw for their place in Sunday's competition. Yes. Okay, so we're getting right into the NWAN Calypso Queen competition draw. Who is our first person?
So the first name is Alana Sinet Khan, Lady Watchman.
Yes, Alana.
So we have someone drawing for her. So open
tell us the number
and show the number. So number 16. All right, so you're taking your number.
Thank you. Next person.
And the next person we have is Calicia Charles Map.
Calicia Charles Map.
And we have someone drawing for her.
Nicholas.
Mr. Lucas.
All right, and what number you have for Alicia? Number 11. Just show 11. To the camera.
All right.
Great, 11.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Francilia, that's it. Francilia Jackson Adams.
Francilia, welcome.
Okay, good luck. Number
you are 12.
All right.
We had 11, now this is 12. Who's the next person?
Georgia McIntyre, and she's
Georgia.
Absent, so I'll have
okay, so I'm going to draw for Georgia. Georgia is number 17.
All
right. So let me hold on to it.
Okay, okay. Yeah. All right, and next, Janelle Winchester Moore. And we don't have anybody for her.
Okay, so I will draw for Janelle as well.
All right.
So Janelle is now number 6. Yes.
All right, and we have Ms. Jerisha Duncan Regis.
Hi.
Hi, Ms. Regis. Number 8.
Yes, number 8. Fantastic. Thank you.
Next up, Karine Williams Figaro, and she's not here, so
I'm drawing
for her.
Okay.
Oh
gosh, Karine is number 1. Don't vex with me, you will be fine.
All right, so Louisa Diane Smith.
Hello. Good morning.
Number 5.
Right.
And Listra Nurse is not here, so...
Oh, I'm drawing for Listra Nurse as well. It's hard to come on the morning, huh? But Listra is number 10. Right?
Mahalia Regis.
Good morning, Mahalia.
Senator.
Come, Mahalia, let me direct you. So
Number
point at that
9.
camera. We see it right. Mahalia just said she dreamt that number.
Marian Pomponat is absent, so you'll be all right. So we have someone. Okay, so
who you doing?
Oh no, we not.
So we want Marian Pomponat. Is she here?
No.
Okay, so I'm drawing for Marian Pomponat. Right, and she's 14.
Number 14, Marian Pomponat, and Miguela Simon. So she's not here as well.
Okay, so Miguela Simon, you are now number 2.
Number 2.
Not my fault, the numbers are coming down.
And Nehelia Kojo, so Nafta Kojo.
Yeah. Lots of people not here. But they will be here on Sunday. 15.
And Naomi Senat.
Hi, Naomi.
So Naomi.
How many we have in all? 17?
Yes.
That's a lot. What number is this? 7? Lucky number 7.
Nikisha Sinclair Cooper.
Yes. Hi, come. 13.
Number 13. Sonia Francis, singing Sonia.
Hello. If you hear the heavy sigh. Number 3. Let's just show this is right. Number 3. And we have one last person who I'm going to draw for.
Darius.
Tamika Darius. And Tamika obviously is number 4.
Number 4. So we have all the ladies and their numbers and their places for Sunday.
Yes, so Sunday at 5 p.m. at the Queen's Hall. Tickets available at the Queen's Hall box office.
And it's $200.
$200. Thank you so much for joining us. This was a fantastic draw. We definitely will be looking forward to the show on Sunday. And thank you so much for joining us for this very special edition of the Carnival Morning Brew. Every Fridays we're going to have this type of fun, but obviously the next show is Monday at 6, and Jason will be here. Enjoy your weekend.